For much more, let's bring in Stephen A. Smith. You're the first person I thought of when I heard about this trade. Your reaction to this blockbuster move?
Well, first of all, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's finals or bust. You assemble Lethal Weapon 3, which is what we could easily call them right now. There's simply no excuse not to come out of the East and advance to the NBA Finals. There really is not an excuse. James Harden's getting paid $40 million this year. Kevin Durant's getting paid $39. Kyrie Irving is somewhere we don't know at an undisclosed location doing whatever it is that he does, but still getting $33.4 million this season. In the end, what it comes down to is that all of these brothers are big-time basketball players. This is Kevin Durant's franchise. James Harden would not be there unless Kevin Durant wanted him to be there. It's definitely a security blanket in case things continue to fall in the wrong direction as it pertains to Kyrie Irving. It's going to come down with James Harden and Kevin Durant. And let me be very, very clear. We can sit up there and we can talk about James Harden all we want to. The man has averaged over 30 the last 3 years, at least 29 the last 4 years, at least 28 the last 5 years. He is one of the most prolific scorers this game of basketball has ever seen. And more importantly than that, he loves to play the game of basketball.
Certain to work. I thought it was going to be. Oh man, hard.
Oh, he stared at Wesley Johnson and then he hit the three. Wow. He put him on the deck and then he hesitated.
Turnover. Let's take a look. Allow me to have this band. Down goes Johnson.
Murray and Harden. Fives licking his chops. He fell down.
Man down, man down, and he fouled him. So Harden drains the three and gets an and one. Look at Chris Paul.
Oh, that's a nice crossover.
Oh my! Somebody give Kent Bates.
He does everything. Back to the. Oh my goodness!
What a move by Harden! And he drops
Welcome to your Kodak moments here, Mike Dunleavy. Check your ankles, Pau Gasol. Will you sign this poster for him?
You know what I stand. You know what I express. You know what I'm thinking about, don't you? James Harden machine. Yeah. Well, watch this.
Check out the beard. The killer crossover. Lance Thomas had to pick his socks off the floor,
Among other things.
Who opened that trap door?
Westbrook is on the bench right now. Harden in there with a dance.
Like this. Get into a game early. Oh, what a great move by the Beard.
Jimmy Butler is still down, holding his right knee as Harden gets it.
The reason.
And he did that in game 2. Crossover. Harden long two.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he. James Harden going against a really good defender. He basically just turns Andre Iguodala around in circles
really good right.
with the step back. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
All right, so first let me start by saying peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Now, let me start by saying peace to the ancestors too. Thank you for working through us, for working through me, allowing me to break these light codes down, allowing us to come here gathered, you know, for this lesson, this esoteric lesson. All right. Peace to the hood, those who are just, you know, tuning into the university from the streets. You know, we got them in here, so peace to them too. But I wanna show y'all something that's very disturbing. If you're not aware, all right, the world is a stage. So I wanna start by breaking this James Harden trade down. All right, so pay attention closely. While I break this down, and what I'm gonna do is I want to show y'all the pictures while I break it down so that you can get a good visual on you know what it is that I'm saying. Okay, now the world is one big stage. Check this out. Okay, your boy James Harden. Let's break him down. James Harden was born on the 8th month, on the 26th day in 1989. Okay? So this means he was born in the 80s. All right. So that's 888. How is that 888? Because he was born on the eighth month, right? Says he was born August 26, 1989. Okay, so he was born on the 8th month. That's the first 8. The second 8 is his date, 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. So that's how you get your second 8. Your third 8 comes from the fact that he was born in the 80s. Okay? So that's 888. He was born in 1989. That was the 80s. So that's 888. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay? 2 plus 4 equals 6. So what does that 6 represent? 6 ether beings. All right? See, all these global elite, they love to show where they are from. They have to tell you. And they love, that's why they always like the 6. Because Satan, Zeus, reversed the 6. Remember, the original meaning of 6 is not bad. 6 is us. However, understand that Zeus, Satan, reversed the 6 because he wanted to make his throne like the Most High. Right? That's what they tell you in their Bible. They tell you about how he wanted to raise his throne above the Most High. So he emulates us. He inverts everything. Zeus, Satan, the trickster. Okay? So he also created these human beings in the 6 universe. So that's another reason why you will see the 6 a lot being used. Okay? So pay attention. So there go you. So James Harden has 3 8s. Now let's keep going. And none of this is by coincidence. James Harden went to college at Arizona State. Okay? Okay. The name of Arizona State mascot is the Sun Devils. All right? Now, we know that the demons are not nothing to be fearful of because we are the demons that they fear. The demons is the 72 demonic energies, the 72 feminine energies deep within us. Okay? Now, the devil, the devils, those were just another name for those spirits that run with those 2/3, those fallen. All right, so now, stay with me. All right, now, he goes to college at Arizona State. I want to show you how the elite work, how everything is set up. The world is a stage. He went to college at Arizona State. The mascot for the Arizona State was the Sun Devils. The head coach of Arizona State right now is Bob Hurley. And he's right now currently in his 6th season. Remember, today is the day that James Harden was traded. So on the day that James Harden traded, the head coach of the Arizona State Sun Devils is now in his 6th season. All right? This is not by accident. This is by design, family. All right? Now, let's look at the name of the arena of the college that James Harden went to. The name of the arena is Desert Financial Arena. All right? And it seats 14,100 people. Okay? Let's break these numbers down. Let's break the light codes down on it. 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. So you can say 4 plus 2 equals 6. Because you add up the 1 to 4. You add up both 1s and the 4 and 14,100. You drop the zeros. Add up the 4 and the 2 1s. You get 6. You see how you right back at 6 ether being. They have to write their blueprint over everything that they have their hands on. Okay, nickname, Sun Devils. Let's look at the logo. The logo is literally a trident. Don't they tell you that the devil has a trident? Just like Satan, a.k.a. Zeus. Right. All right, so you can see who was behind him the whole time. It was all set up from jump. He was chosen to embark. All right, I keep telling you that a lot of these athletes and entertainers are chosen from birth, all right? Are chosen from birth. And then you have even more of them that are not even actual gods. They are, clones and, robots, a lot of athletes. But that's another video, though. All this being revealed. All this being revealed. Okay? So now let's look at the name of the mascot. The name of the mascot is Sparky. Okay? Let's show a picture of Sparky. Right? Showing a picture of Sparky. That's Sparky right there. All right? Now, Sparky was designed by former Disney illustrator Bert Anthony. So now you know who behind Arizona. You know who behind these colleges anyway. All right? I want to show you how James Harden was chosen all along. All right? You already know how Walt Disney get down. You already know how they responsible for putting all the sex magic in the cartoons for the kids. You already know this. So, and Disney worked with the elite, the oppressors. Okay? So it's not no coincidence that the mascot was drawn by a former Disney illustrator by the name of Bert Anthony. Okay, now let's look at the colors of the Arizona State Sun Devils, the college that James Harden went to. Their colors are maroon and fucking gold, man. If you know anything about the chakras, maroon, that correlates to red. So that's root chakra energy, that's low energy. And then gold is solar plexus. All right? Everything, the highest energies is green and up, heart chakra and up. All right, so those are low vibrational energies. All right, now let's break it down deeper. What was he named? The Consensus All-American in 2009. And this is what they named their top college players that come out of in collegiate sports, whether it be college basketball, college football, track, they All-Americans, right? Why do they call them All-Americans? But this means, hey, you're the best niggers out the bunch. You're going to do what you're told. All right, and you have these natural gifted with you're superior genetically, naturally, and you're willing to listen and bend. So you're all American. It has nothing to do with the talent. These people are chosen from birth, and I'm showing you this right here today. All right, so to be an all-American, you got to be all in on the program. It's a lot deeper than you think, family. We're breaking the light codes down here right now. All right? Now, when he goes to the NBA, James Harden gets drafted by the Thunder. Okay, the Oklahoma Thunder deal with the sky. That's the cosmos. I want y'all to remember that. All these NBA teams have logos for a reason. All right? They have logos for a reason, and they have team mascots for a reason. It's all based on gematria and energy and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'll keep breaking it down. But okay, now, notice. He was drafted third. There go that 3. Think that's a coincidence he was drafted third? No, it is not. He was drafted third by the Oklahoma Thunder. All right. Then in the year 2012, James Harden won the 6th Man of the Year award. There go that 6 ether beings. All right. And that's what he worked for, the 6 ether beings. So they have to rep it. That's why majority of they athletes that wear the number 3, they out like any athlete that's a star, definitely in basketball, they're going to have either like a 3 or a 13 or a 6, or their numbers that add up to 6 or, 3 or something like that. That's why. All right, now in the year 2012, not only did he win 6th Man of the Year, but he led his team all the way to the NBA Finals against who? The Thunder went against King James, all right, and lost. Okay, what does Thunder represent? Thunder represents plasma energy, which comes from us, the original gods. The original gods, the Titans, we fell to the Olympians. The Olympians is Zeus, Satan, the 2/3 that turned against us. So that's why in 2012 they made James Harden lose to LeBron James, King James, because he played for the Thunder, along with Durant and along with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. All right. Now, yeah, this shit get deep. Now, let's stay with me. Let's pay attention. Where was James Harden born? James Harden was born in Los Angeles, which is on the 33rd parallel. All right, they go to 3-3 again because these beings, they love to harness energy off the 33rd parallel. I got a video coming on the 33rd parallel. But, man, a lot of blood sacrifices have been done along the 33rd parallel in cities in them. All right? Now, notice he's an 8-time NBA All-Star, and his first selection came in 2013. They go that 13 again. Pay attention. All right? He won MVP in 2018. Let's do the numbers. 8 + 1 = 9. All right? 9 × 2 = 18. 8 plus 1 equals 9, right? 9 equals completion. He's a 9 ether being. Let me show you. Because he's still a 9 ether being, although he's working for 6 ether beings. He has sold his magnetism to the 6 ether beings, the human beings, the draconian reptilians, the fallen. All right? So look, he won. He's a 6-time All-NBA first team. There go that 6 again. He's a 3-time NBA scoring champion. There go that 3. That's not by accident. That's not by accident. All right, that's by design. All right, he was traded to the Houston Rockets. Okay, what rocket mean? To propel. All right, so notice when James Harden did go to the Houston Rockets, his career propelled, took off just like a rocket. You can look at his numbers. His numbers propelled from the Thunder to when he was with the when he got with the Rockets. I'm showing you how all this shit is literally by design. All right. Now, what day was James Harden traded to the Houston Rockets from the Oklahoma City Thunder? He was traded on October 27, 2012, which was a Saturday, which is Saturn Day, Satan, Set. And 7 plus 2 is 9 because he's still a 9 ether being. All right. There you go right there for you. October 27, 2012, a Saturday. All right. Now let's go deeper into his actual like family. All right. He is also the youngest of 3 siblings. There go that 3 again. Like I said, this is all by design. All right. This is all by design. This is not an accident. This is by design. The world is a stage, family. This ain't no coincidence, man. I'm giving you the light codes right now on James Harden and so many others are like this that I'm going to be breaking down. All right, but look, now let's break down the number 13. All right, the number 13 we all know represents the global elite, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. For Jacob, a.k.a. Satan, wrestled with an angel, and then he changed his name to Israel. All right, so the 12 tribes of Israel are actually these human beings, all right, the children of Satan, all right, of Zeus. All right, so it's 12 tribes plus 1 because Satan, Zeus was the creator. He represents that 1. So that's why they always pay homage to 13. Now let's look at how much they use 13. There are 13 original bloodlines that they say that run the whole world. There are 13 blood stripes on the American flag, which represents these original 13 bloodlines. They make you fear Friday the 13th. All right. James Harden was traded from the Rockets to the Nets yesterday on January 13th. All right. James Harden was also 31 years old when he was traded, which is 13 in reverse again. All right. He also wears number 13. Okay. And on August 3rd, there go that 3 again. In 2015, Adidas gave James Harden a $200 million deal for 13 years, family. That is not by no coincidence, fam. The world is a stage, man. The world is a stage, okay? He was chosen. He is part of the plan. This is all a distraction. Him getting traded is ritualistic to drain the energy of the gods because a lot of the gods, the blacks and Latinos, we love sports. So that being a blockbuster trade, all right, in the middle of COVID and this going on in the country is to distract you from what's going on in the country. All right. All this shit adds up like this because it's all by design. You are literally on the Truman Show. They are watching us like a movie, man. Okay? Everybody has a role to play. All right? Now, let me break that 13 down for y'all again. All right? 13 original bloodlines, 13 blood stripes on the American flag, which represent those bloodlines. You got Friday the 13th. They always used to try to scare you. James Harden was traded January 13th. And I'm going to break down how much shit happened on January 13th next for y'all to see. All right? But he was also age 31 when he was traded, which is 13 in reverse. He then wears number 13. On August 3rd in 2015, Adidas gave that man a $200 million deal for 13 years. All right, now this honorary mention right here. Now this shit right here, you just can't make this shit up. All right, now check him out in high school. In high school, James Harden wasn't noticed nationally till his sophomore year, where he averaged 13.2 points a game and led his team Artesian to a 28-5 record. There go that 13 again. His junior year, he led his team to a 33-1 record and a state title. There go that 33. Now check this out. His senior year, he led his team to another 33-2 record in a state title. There go that 33 again. And then he also led his AAU team, Pump and Run, to a national AAU championship title by dropping 33 points in the championship game against Kevin Love. There go the 3-3 again. All right? You think that's by design? No, man. Okay. All right? You've been living in a computer simulation, family. It's time to wake up. The world is a stage.
Family, so for this segment of the video, this is called On This Day. Now, although today is January 14th, yesterday was January 13th, which was the day James Harden was traded. And I'm sitting there telling y'all about the 13th. So I want you all to see how significant this day is. All right, we already know what the 13 mean and what it means to the global elite. All right, with them being originally the 12 tribes of Israel and the extra one representing their leader, their God, which is Satan, a.k.a. Zeus. Okay, but for those of you who think that this James Harden ritualistic trade is some bullshit, I want to show y'all everything that happened on this day in history on January 13th. They have always did some of the most dramatic historical events have happened on January 13th. It's a ritualistic day. So we're gonna work down it. Let's work down it. Okay. So first event recorded January 13th, 532. Nika riots begin in Constantinople. Revolt against Emperor Justinian I, prompted by chariot racing. All right. And if it's not that dramatic, I'm gonna just skip over it. So what else happened? 888. Count of Paris succeeds Charles III. Fat to become king of West Francia. 1099, Crusaders set fire to Syria. Let's keep going. Let's keep going down. These are all the things that happened, and this was all by design. The world is the stage, family. All right, theater premiere 1605, controversial play Eastward Ho by Ben Jonson, George Chapman, and John Marston is performed, landing two of the authors in prison. Playwright and poet Ben Jonson is right there. See him? We're going to keep going, though. It's finna get deep. Oh, historic discovery. What else happened on January 13th? In 1610, Galileo discovers Castilla, the fourth satellite of Jupiter. Astronomer and physicist Galileo, even though we know who the original scientist is. All right, just pay attention. We're going to keep scrolling to show you how ritualistic this day is, and that the world is a stage. Nothing is by accident. Everything is by supreme design from these archons, these reptilians, our oppressors, okay? 1630, Chinese Emperor Chongzhen orders the arrest of military general Wan Chang. All right. 1673, Jean Racine premieres in Paris. 1695, Jonathan Swift ordained an angelic priest in Ireland. All right, let's keep going. All right, we just getting started. All right, we're going to jump down. 1794, Congress changed the U.S. flag to 15 stars and 15 stripes. Keep in mind, all this took place on this day, January 13th. All right, let's keep going down. All right, the design of the Greek flag is adopted by the First National Assembly. 1830, Great Fire in New Orleans thought to be set by rebel slaves. All right, let's keep going down. Stuff that was very notable. 1874, U.S. troops land in Honolulu to protect the king. All right. Let's keep going. 1883, on this day, a fire was set in Circus Feronia in Poland, killing 430 people. Let's keep going. 1893, the U.S. Marines land in Honolulu from the USS Boston to prevent the Queen from abrogating the Bayonet Constitution. All right, 1894 on this day, revolution in Sicily crushed by government troops. See, they have always used this day to harness energy. This is a ritualistic day. All right, this is a ritualistic day. This is what I'm trying to show you. All right, so the James Harden trade happened on January 13th because it was part of ritual. If you notice, it was the biggest story yesterday. All right, and all this is going on while we're in the middle. We're 6 days. There go that number, 6. And there are 6 ether beings We are 6 days removed from World War III kicking off in the country, and they got all our gods caught up in this blockbuster trade with James Harden, which was done as a ritual to distract you from what's important. All right? But let's keep going down it, though. 1895, Oscar Wilde's Idle Husband premieres in London. Writer and poet Oscar Wilde right there. All right? Let's keep going. 1898, Emilio Zola publishes his open letter, J'accuse, accusing the French government of framing Alfred Dreyfus for sabotage. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. 1903 on this day, Rose Opera House burns in Boyertown, Pennsylvania, killing 170 people. And keep in mind, everything that happened in history on this day that they are noting as historical was all by design. These motherfuckers are sick. All right, they are energy harnessers. Energy harvest. They harness energy. All right, because they are archons. They are draconian reptilians, okay? Our oppressors are, okay? 1908, Stanley Cup. Montreal Arena, Westmont, Quebec, Montreal Wonders rout Ottawa victorious 13-1 for a 2-0 sweep. Pay attention to that number. Look at this final score, 13-1. All right, they love playing with that 13, that 3, and that 6 because they are 6 ether beings. And they love showing 13 because they are the original 12 tribes of Israel, and the extra third, the 13th one represents Satan. All right, they're God. 1908, on this day, Henry Farman becomes the first person to fly an observed circuit of more than 1 kilometer, winning the Grand Prix Aviation. All right, pay attention. The world is a stage, family. Ritualistic. This is all by ritual. All right. Let's keep going. 1911. Ronald Amundsen anchors at Walvis Bay in southwestern Africa. There he go right there. Polar explorer Ronald Amundsen. All right. Keep going. 1912. Oakland, Maryland sees record 40 below zero. All right. 1913. Delta Sigma, the world's largest black woman sorority, is founded at Howard University in Washington, D.C. on this day in 1913 on January 1st, on January 13th. You see this? All numerology, all by design. All right. 1915, earthquake in Italy kills 29,800 people. All right. And if you do the math on these numbers, you'll notice how all these numbers add right back up. It's like damn near scary. But the world is a stage. This is what I'm proving to y'all. All right. 1915 on this day, Winston Churchill, First Lord of Admiralty, presents plan for assault. All right. 1917, ammunition ship explosion at Economia port near Archangel, Russia, kills many and injures hundreds. Let's keep going. Anything that stand out, I'm gonna name this. So everything matters, but I'm just pointing certain things out. All right. 1922, Madison, Wisconsin begins radio transmissions. Pay attention. On this day, 1923, taking advantage of the chaotic condition of Germany, Hitler stages a demonstration of 5,000 stormtroopers and denounces the November crime on this day, January 13th. So all this shit is ritualistic, family. We finna get deeper, though. U.S. and Mexico, 1927. U.S. and Mexico battle over oil interests on this day. Also, 1928. RCA and GE install 3. There go that number again. 3. Pay attention. 3 test television sets in homes in New York, allowing American inventor E.F.W. Alexander to demonstrate the first home television receiver, which delivered a poor and unsteady 1.5 square inch picture. All right, let's keep going. On this day in 1929, Humanist Society establishes Hollywood, California, was officially established on this day. All right, we know Hollywood is where they do all their witchcraft. It's on the 33rd parallel. We getting deeper. Pay attention. Also on this day, 1930, January 13th, Mickey Mouse first appears. All right. 1934 on this day, the candidate of science degree is established in the USSR. That's over in Russia. All right, 1938 on this day, the Church of England accepts the theory of evolution. That's Darwin's theory of evolution, which is the whole reason why people believe we evolved from monkeys right now. Pay attention to how significant January 13th is. And we know why, because we know what the 13 means to them. This is all by design. All right. 1939, Belizean Premier signs Burgos Treaty for trade relations with Spain. Francisco Franco, Spanish Director in General. There you go right there. We getting deeper. All right. 1939, the Black Friday bushfire burns 20,000 square kilometers of land in Australia, claiming the lives of 71 people. All right. 1942 on this day, German U-boats began harassing shipping on U.S. East Coast. This is all by design, family. This is ritualistic. On this day in 1942, Henry Ford patents a method of constructing plastic auto bodies. There go Henry Ford. This is all by design. (1943) on this day, British Premier Winston Churchill arrives in Casablanca, French Morocco, for a conference of Allied forces in World War II. There we go, Winston Churchill. All right. 1943 on this day, Adolf Hitler declares total war against the Allies. Y'all see it? Yeah, y'all didn't know all this happened on this day. Ritualistic, January 13th. So this the real reason why the Harden trade took over the media yesterday on the 13th and why they did it on the 13th. All right. 1953 on this day, gas explosion in Belgium kills 14. On this day in 1953, Cold TV Channel 13 in Tucson, Arizona begins broadcasting. That's also known as CBS. Channel 13 took place on the 13th of January. Pay attention, family. Up 1953, there go that 3. Third NBA All-Star game names George Mikan MVP of the game. He the first white legendary center. Pay attention. All right. 1954. On this day, military rule in Egypt, 318 Muslim brothers arrested. All right. Up 1954, Channel 3. There go that number again in Pensacola, which is actually ABC, begins broadcasting. Oh, now is it making sense? A lot of major shit didn't happen on this 13th, haven't it, of January. All right, let's keep going down. I'm trying to grab everything. All right. 1958, there go that 9. 9,000 scientists of 43 nations petition UN for nuclear test ban. Nuclear weapons. All right. 1958, the Moroccan, so we talking Africa, Moroccan Liberation Army ambushes Spanish patrol in the Battle of Etcheira. All right, this day has always been used to harness major energy. All right, all throughout history. 1962, Philadelphia center Will Chamberlain scores 73 points. Pay attention to who he played. They played the Chicago. Look at the score. All right. 135. Let's break the light codes down on this. What's 135? 5 plus 3 is what? 8. 8 plus 1 is what? 9. All right. You see it? Because we are 9 ether beings, and they used this event to harness the energy of us 9 ether beings in 1962. Look at the score of the losing team, the Chicago Packers. 117. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. All right. This is all by design. Also notice, he remains tied for the third highest total. By design. Told you, sports is rigged. Right? Hollywood, the world is one big stage. 1962, one of the most famous dances ever came out on this day. Chubby Checker's song The Twist, credited with starting the twist dance craze, goes to #1 in the charts on this day. 2 years after first reaching #1 spot. Come on, y'all think this all by accident? This is by design, family. By design, family. Look at this. 1963, 13th NFL Pro Bowl took place on this day. There go that 13 again. Who was the MVP? Jim Brown. Who did he play for? The Cleveland Browns. It's not a coincidence that his name was Jim Brown and he played for the Cleveland Browns and he wore number 32. 3 times 2 is 6, representing those 6 ether beings. That, all right, I'm telling you, y'all, everything is connected. John Paul, the second, 264th Pope, was elected on this day. The gematria on his name comes down to Lucifer, literally. Do the gematria on John Paul, and it's going to come out to Lucifer. All right? And I told you, every pope that's been elected has been the same fucking pope. They just shapeshift. Same thing with Queen Elizabeth. Let's keep going. Yeah, it get deep on this 13th. 1964, Hindu-Muslim rioting breaks out in the Indian city of Calicut, resulting in the death of 100 people. Let's keep getting going. Let's keep going, though. All right. 1965, 15th NBA All-Star Game. Who was the MVP? Jerry Lucas. All right. Who did he play for? The Cincinnati Royals. Why was he the MVP? Because the name of his team that he played for was called the Royals. All right. This was symbolic of the Royals, the royal family. All right. Let's keep going. 36th president, Lyndon B. Johnson, was elected on this day in 1966. And he was the first black selected for president. And the first black selected for presidential cabinet, LBJ selects Robert C. Weaver. First black presidential cap, you know what I'm saying? 1966, on this day. Let's keep going. U.S. performed nuclear tests in Nevada on this day. All right. Let's keep going. It's a lot of shit, man. When you just get to going through it, man. All right. You get to seeing the world as one big stage, man. 1972, an army commander stages a bloodless coup in Ghana while the prime minister is in London. Let's keep going down. 1975, Harry Kissinger hints at military action against all oil countries in case of actual strangulation of the industrialized world in the wake of oil shock. So major events have happened throughout the world that has impacted and affected our world on the 13th. You think that's by design? No. Think that's by accident. That's by design. Look, 1976 on this day. Future undisputed world middleweight boxing champion Marvin Hagler suffers his first career loss in a controversial 10-round majority decision to Bobby Watts. Lost that by design. All right. It get deep, man. 1978 on this day, NASA selects its first American women astronauts. 1979, YMCA files libel suit against the Village People's YMCA song. See, all this shit was by design our whole life, y'all, when events was happening. And it's crazy because if you was to do this with a lot of days, you would see all this shit is by design. I'm just breaking down January 13th for y'all. I'm exposing this James Harden trade and what it was all about. It's a ritual to drain energy. All right. Hall of Fame. 1982 on this day, Hank Aaron and Frank Robinson gets elected to the Hall of Fame. That was by design. 1983, AMA urges ban on boxing. Cites Muhammad Ali deteriorating condition. All by design, family. The world is a stage, man. Look. We finna get deeper, though. Watch this. Wait till we start getting toward the 90s. How much shit you gonna be like. 1985. Playing in his 436th career game, Edmonton sitter Wayne Gretzky scores his 400th career NHL goal and adds 2 assists in a 5-4 Oilers win over the Sabres in Buffalo. There go that 5 and that 4. There go that 9. Wayne Gretzky. You thinking all this shit by accident? No, by design. The world is a stage. 1986. NCAA institutes eligibility requirements based on college exams on this day. All right. 1986, ABC's TV premiere of The Right of the People, whose writer and director said to have been inspired by the December 14th, 1980 massacre at Bob's Big Boy in Los Angeles, aired on this day. 1987, 7 top New York City mafia bosses sentenced to 100 years in prison each. See, they always created all these headlines to harness energy on this day. These are all just headlines they created. All right. 1988, LA Dodgers / San Diego Padres Steve Garvey retires. All right. 1988, Supreme Court rules 5 out of 3 public schools officials have broad powers to censor school newspapers, plays, and other expressive activities. Check this out. 1989, Ryan Hope ends a 13-and-a-half-year run on ABC TV. There go that 13 again. Y'all think this by accident? 1989 again. Computers across Britain hit by Friday the 13th. Jerusalem virus. Come on, man. This was all staged. All staged events, y'all. All right. 1990. First elected African-American governor was inaugurated on this day. Come on, y'all. Y'all think this by design, family. All right. 1991. UN Secretary General Javier Perez meets with Iraqi President Saddam Hussein for the first time. Shit all by design, family. 1992. American serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer pleads guilty but insanity on this day. Come on, man. These are all world headline things that took place, man. 1994. Tanya Harden's bodyguard, Sean Eric Eckert and Derek Brian Smith, arrested and charged with conspiracy and attack of skater Nancy Kerrigan. The Nancy Kerrigan scandal was big in 94, and that took place on this day. Y'all seeing this shit, family? CBS, look, Patti LaBelle on Broadway opens at St. James Theater in 98 on this day. Radical guerrilla hostages hold 72 hostages and shoot at police outside the Japanese embassy in 97 on this day. 7 + 2 is what? 9. Come on, y'all. All by design. 98. CBS pays $4 billion to televise AFC games for 8 years. All by design. Even Michael Jordan in on this shit. 1999 basketball superstar Michael Jordan announces his second retirement just prior to start of lockout shortened 1998-99 NBA season on this day. You know what I'm saying? Rituals, y'all. 2000. Bill Gates. Microsoft chairman Bill Gates steps aside as chief executive and promotes company president Steve Ballmer to the position on this day. All right. 2001, an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.6 strikes El Salvador, killing 840 people on this day. Atlanta Hawks retired Dominique Wilkins' jersey in 2001 on this day. This is by design, family. All by design, man. All this shit, you just keep going. Look, 2003, the 30th, there go that 3. And then 2003, on the 13th, Eminem and Sheryl Crow won Grammys. All by design, family. Breaking down the light codes of this, man. Light codes. All right. All by design. 2008, Orlando Magic knocked down the NBA record 23. There go that number. 3 times 2 is 6. 23 what? 3-pointers. There go that 3 again. And it with 37 attempts. There go that 3 again. On 62% shooting. There go that 6. There go the 3 and the 6. All up in their light codes. All right. And who did they do it? Who did it? The Orlando Magic. And who did they beat? The Sacramento Kings. The Magic beat the Kings because Magic always beat the Kings back in ancient times. This shit is like, it's crazy how deep it get, family. Look, 09, global shipping experiences a drop in trade. Exports from South Korea dropping an annualized 30%, with Taiwan, Japan experiencing 42% and 27% drop respectively. Look at the light codes. 4 + 2, there go that 6, 6 ether. 7 + 2, 9 for us, 9 ether. There go that 3 for 30. Like, all this shit is light codes, y'all. Light codes. Look, Italian cruise liner Concordia runs aground, killing 32. 3 times 2 is 6. All this shit be sacrifices, ritualistic sacrifices, all right? Ritualistic energy sacrifices, family. All right. Look, 2016. Record Powerball lottery held in America, $1.6 billion. There go that 6. And then 3 winning tickets. There go to 3. All right, you're going to see this shit all throughout, and this all took place on this day, January 13th. Right? Right, 2018, actor Mark Wahlberg donates $1.5 million to reshoot All the Money in the World to Time's Up movement after revelation of co-star Michelle Williams was only paid $1,000. All this shit was by design. Look. 2019, Lionel Messi scores for Barcelona. And what did they win? 3-0. There go to 3. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's click on 2. Go to the second page. For y'all to see that this was The James Harden trade was by design. It's a ritual they do. Energetic ritual they do on the 13th. 2019, James Harden on this day scored 38 points. Rockets won 116-108. All right. Who they lost to? Orlando, I mean. 16th straight game with Harden scoring 30-plus points, matching Kobe. He also went 1 for 17 that game from 3. They go 3, and 7 plus 2 is 9. That's why they made him go 1 for 17. This shit is by design. All right? I told y'all they got magnets in the ball. They got magnets in the NBA rims and magnets in the balls. All right? Look, 2020. The oldest material existing on Earth is found on this day. How? And then look, college football, national championship game on this day. New Orleans, and it was held in New Orleans, and number 1 LSU beats number 3 Clemson, 42-15. But what I want y'all to see is LSU was number 1. Their opponent was number 3. So together that makes the 13. And it took place on January 13th. All right, breaking the light codes down for y'all, man. January 20th, on this day, Queen Elizabeth issues a statement saying she reluctantly supports Prince Harry and his wife. All right? Come on, man. Look. President Donald Trump is impeached twice today on this day. Never happened before. U.S. House of Representatives, look at the vote. Look at the numbers. 232-197. I'll let y'all add all that shit up on y'all own, man. And he was impeached twice. Never heard of. All right? So, all of this, man, is light codes. January 13th is nothing more than another day, right, that has been used to harness energy. It was a ritual. So this is the reason why James Harden was traded January 13th. And notice he wears number 13. And he's also 31, which is 13 backwards. And 13 also represents the tribes. All right? 12 tribes of Israel. 12 disciples, 12 tribes of Israel plus 1, the plus 1 being Satan, Zeus, and then when you could think of the 12 disciples plus 1, the plus 1 being Jesus. So, 13, January 13th, ritualistic day. That's why they traded James Harden. All right, and they've been eating up the media with the story. It's all part of the ritual, family.
Yeah, so I just gave y'all a breakdown of James Harden and how everything is connected. And that's what I want y'all to see. The whole James Harden trade was a ritual. It was ritualistic to distract you from what's going on right now in the world. All right? We are almost literally 6 days away from World War III completely starting in this country. Whether they all ride and attack the Capitol on Inauguration Day at once, and not just the Capitol in D.C., they talk about attacking the Capitals in all 50 states. So whether they do that or not really doesn't matter because war starts on Inauguration Day. The shift started December 21st. We're still going through the Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn convergence, celestial convergence right now. So we're going through all these celestial convergences that are designed to strengthen the original people, which we are. We are getting all our natural abilities back. And the shift is taking place within us. We're becoming more aware. We're becoming more outspoken. We're becoming more self-sufficient. Everything is going back to nature. So this is why I emphasize come out of America's corporations. We building everything from scratch, family. This is the end of their system. And right now, they're desperate for energy. So they're doing anything to harness energy. The James Harden trade was nothing more than a ritualistic energy harnessing event. That's all it was designed to do. The trade didn't even make no sense, so that's why they put off a blockbuster trade 6 days before the election to veer the attention of all the gods. A lot of goddesses, they watch sports too, but definitely our gods, because our gods' job is to do what? Protect. So they want to get the protectors passive. All right, stay focused, stay vigilant. We in war, stay ready. Y'all know I got more visuals coming about the Capitol as well. I haven't dropped that video yet. It's been done. Certain videos I was trying to put up, y'all, YouTube was, so work with me, bear with me, but I love y'all. And with that being said, I opened up this lesson on perfect peace. I'm going to leave the same way I came. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Cod. Peace to the hood and peace to the ancestors for working through us. Peace means positive energy, always creates elevation. With that being said, I leave as I come. 1.